is Jay Rivera, who was in the inaugural combat night. I think he was second fight of the night that time too, if I'm remembering correctly, going against Jamie Santiago from Broadway Muay Thai.
Yeah, Jay, he's a little spitfire. He's a little pit bull. I train with Jay up at Sit Ya Tong. He trains at Apex Gym, out of John Espada's gym over there. Great guys, but I mean, he's gonna be ready to go.
Our first returning fighter from the inaugural combat fight card coming to the way to the cage right now. Jay Rivera had a hard-fought draw last time in July, coming back from Apex. John Espada and Zev in the corner. You know, just a great gym, just absolute studs over there at Apex. And, you know, what a barn burner last time, and looking forward to him gracing the halls with his talent.
Yes. Now, I know Jay Rivera personally, and he had a bit of a background training in boxing, but he's been rounding out his striking skill set at Sitting and Apex, and his Muay Thai has come a long way since then. And I am looking forward to seeing him put the two together tonight.
Yeah, we'll see if Jay can kind of learn from his fight last time, make the necessary kind of changes. It's good being in here not too long after that first outing, so you get to kind of reflect on it, see what you could have done better, what you did well, and try to have a even better performance this time, trying to come out with a W instead of a draw.
Absolutely, and coming out against him is Jamie Santiago, Broadway Muay Thai, backed by Nick Drummond and John Clark, both who have a long-standing history and career in the local MMA scene. They've got a good team over there as well, and they tend to really embody a lot of maybe the more aggressive aspects of Muay Thai. They really do like to stand and trade and be dominant in the middle, throwing heavy shots in every exchange.
We actually have like a family combo card here tonight because, as you know, later this evening, both of the Leighton twins will be fighting. And Rich Santiago, who's usually in the commentary booth, is grappling tonight. Jamie Santiago happens to be a cousin of Rich Santiago. So we've got a couple of family duos making their way to the cage tonight as Jamie Santiago enters for the first time, 1-1 in his Muay Thai career. This one's sure to be a burner.
Family affair at Cage Titans.
We've got Jay Rivera at 24 years of age compared to Jamie Santiago's 27 years on this planet, weighing in both at 139 pounds. Similar height, with Jay Rivera being 1 inch shorter at 5'5" compared to Santiago's 5'6". And reach is 6'8" for Jay Rivera, 6'5" for Jamie Santiago, and you take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the second bout of the evening. An amateur Muay Thai bout at a featherweight catchweight division scheduled for 3 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner with an amateur Muay Thai record of 0-0-1. This man stands at 5 feet 5 inches tall, and he weighed in at 139 pounds. He is representing Apex Training Center. Let's hear it for Jay, the Lone Wolf Rivera. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with an amateur Muay Thai record of 1 victory and 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and he weighed in at 139 pounds. He is representing Broadway Muay Thai. Let's hear it for Jamie Santiago! And our referee for this matchup is Alan Lau.
Both men bouncing on their toes, ready to go.
It's good to see that neither of them are going to have a big height advantage over the other. Should be an interesting bout.
Rivera in the red gear, Santiago in the blue gear. They touch him up in the middle, and here we go.
Oh, both throwing heat.
Great technique from both guys, too.
Beautiful counter from Santiago there, as Rivera seemed to land.
A little springing teep, countered by a leg kick. These guys are going back and forth. Starting fast, but keeping that good crisp technique. Ooh. Good
timing
leg
on
kick,
that one.
good timing, took him right off balance, but right back up. Slip with that right hand right there. And a right hand right back from the other side.
Santiago has a very straight right hand. Looks comfortable throwing heat on those kicks as well.
Nice body kick.
Great job getting the head off the center line from Rivera.
When in that clinch, you got to let those knees work. Both guys light on their feet right now, kind of sizing each other up. Not really kind of feeling each other out, though. We're going right at it, right from the get-go.
Something I noticed about Rivera is he's very composed and calm, especially for someone so early in his fight career. He seems comfortable setting up counters and throws 2 big knees in a row.
Beautiful knees right there in the clinch. Those score very high in Muay Thai.
Santiago with a nice teep. There's not much of a height difference, but it just seems like Santiago's the longer fighter and Rivera's just more compact. Nice right hand punctuating that combination. And then one
nice
return
one.
from Rivera.
This is a great fight right now. I think Rivera actually had a 3-inch reach advantage on him.
Yeah, funny enough, despite the way that they look, Rivera was the one with more height. I'm sorry, with more reach.
And I think he was an inch shorter.
1 inch shorter,
He's
yes.
scoring well with those knees in the
Beautiful
clinch.
knees.
That's a nice knee right there.
I do think that those may end up making the difference in this round for the scoring.
It was a really even round. They were going back and forth very well, both scoring big with shots. But I think, like you said, those knees probably were the
Deciding factor.
the deciding factor. It was still a very close round, though.
A lot of action from bell to bell, no time wasted. Both men throwing heavy leather and heavy shins at each other, trying to get each other out of there as early as possible. Get paid not by the hour in that cage. Good damage done by both fighters. The hands are lethal. Good knees to the midsection from both guys, and they're kicking each other's legs out efficiently. This is Muay Thai at its finest.
Santiago electing not to sit. I wonder if that's trying to make a statement about his cardio. He's bouncing again, looking ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how the pace changes, if at all, in the second round for both of these men.
Yeah, there's some kind of stretching his legs out there, Thai style, in between rounds, getting those kicks nice and limber, ready to come up top maybe, who knows. But I'm very impressed with both these guys' composure, technique. They're varying up their strikes. They're throwing punches to the body, kicks to the legs, kick to the body, a little bit of everything. Knees in the clinch.
I was impressed with Rivera's hand, Santiago's hands, changing levels down to the body of Rivera.
As Chip just said, they look seasoned beyond their years, or at least beyond their fight experience, looking way more composed than one would expect from someone in their second fight.
Absolutely. Work their way out of the clinch themselves right there.
Nice body work from Rivera.
Rivera's going for the body now.
Oh, that right hand!
Wobbles him with the overhand.
A little off balance, but a big shot nonetheless, and then sticks a jab out for his troubles, does Rivera. Rivera's starting to find the range, and then he lands another nice
like
right hand.
He's starting to go hunting now. He knows he's had success with those knees, so I think he's going to start looking for those a lot more now. He's looking for that clinch, looking to engage a little bit more and rip those knees right up the middle. We'll see what kind of adjustments Santiago can make. He wants to keep his distance and use that boxing skill.
Clinch is definitely different against the cage as opposed to the ropes in traditional Muay Thai.
Yeah, with the ropes, you can kind of
Oh, a beautiful check
big
hook
right hand
from Santiago, answered by a counter right hand from Rivera. Both men taking some damage.
I think he knocked out Santiago's mouth guard with that one we're looking for. It might be right underneath my feet, actually.
Yeah, I saw a spit, sweat, and blood fly on that.
That happens
That
on
mouth
this side
guard
of the cage.
flew right out of the ring, out of the cage.
Rivera with a little extra pep in his step, seeing how he wobbles on it, and he's going for it.
That was a big shot.
Santiago slows it down with a bit of clinching, though. Mouthpiece has been recovered and delivered to Alan Lau, who puts it back where it belongs.
Pop it right back in. That's all we need.
The show must go on.
No rinse, no nothing. Just throw it back in.
As the
Nice
kids say, ain't nobody got time for that.
In a phone booth, these guys throwing heavy leather to end this round. Big shots from both guys.
Nice.
And a knee to punch
again.
it.
Again, those knees, man.
Two extremely exciting rounds. Both guys just faces are looking damaged. You can see the bruising and the swelling starting to add up to both of these gentlemen. Extremely competitive, tenacious pace. What a round.
Santiago is still in the game, still throwing heavy leather, but I do feel that Rivera is starting to break away with the lead now.
Yeah, I agree. Those knees, I mean, in the hierarchy of Muay Thai scoring, punches count the least. I mean, these guys are both landing heavy leather. That's the way that you're going to get a stoppage most often, especially with shin guards and no elbows. But still, those knees, I mean, you can't put a shin guard on the knee, man. And those count very high in Thai scoring. These guys are both landing shots on each other. Rivera landed that big overhand right that knocked the mouth guard out, but they're both, I mean, hey, this next round, it could be close, you know? These guys are both going to come out guns blazing. It doesn't seem like either of them are really gassed right now, so I expect a big round right now.
Who wants it more? Who knows how they're scored? It could be 2-0 either, gentlemen. It could be 1-1. Both guys coming out hungry in this third and final round.
I agree that the first round may have been close enough that neither necessarily has it in the bag. I think that the knees are going to, drops him with that kick. Good timing. But I don't think that either man can afford to coast right now, so I expect more heat like before.
Yeah. Right from the opening bell, a giant leg kick from Jay Rivera takes Jamie Santiago off his feet. Jamie Santiago knows he needs to score points now. He's picking up the aggression himself.
And see, Santiago kind of caught on and threw a nice left knee right back at him. Yeah, check the kick there. Nice hook. These guys are trading.
Nice combos, and then there we go with the work to the body again.
The consistency of those knees every time they clinch is definitely paying off for Rivera.
Absolutely.
Santiago taking a look up at the clock real quick. Oh!
It's that overhand right again. Knee from Santiago, and Allen breaks it up. He really likes that overhand right. Oh, Santiago
nice
has
knee right
had
to the
the
midsection.
great full Thai plum right there. Landed a great knee.
I feel Santiago actually has some great knees in his arsenal. Showcased them a couple times, but it's been Rivera's consistency that pulls him ahead in the clinch.
I saw a left hook in the exchange right there from Rivera.
Nice jab from Santiago, and then a nice jab return from Rivera.
More knees.
There's another one. "20 seconds to go in this featherweight matchup." Oh, nice right hand from Santiago.
Let's see who can finish
Then a
strong
left
right
hook.
now.
Oh, right hand. They're throwing in a full boost.
Love it.
Santiago might have been stung by that last combination, but he's firing back.
These guys are going for it right now. They're both trying to mix in the kicks now, landing heavy leather up top. Beautiful. That's how you end a fight right there.
What a slugfest to close out that fantastic war between Jay, the Lone Wolf Rivera, and Jamie Santiago. Fantastic action from bell to bell. Kicks, knees to the midsection, head kicks, big punches to the body, to the head. And then that last 15 seconds was absolute war. Both guys determined to walk away the victor.
Whoever gets their hand raised, both men should be proud of their performance in that cage.
Oh, absolutely. That's the kind of fight you want. I mean, neither guy lost that one. That's how you want to do it. That's how you want to finish a fight, kind of just throwing it all out. You know, whatever happens, happens.
As an aside, for those joining us on Flow Combat, Chip Muraza-Pollard is a world Muay Thai champion for Lion Fights, and I really appreciate him breaking down the scoring system of Muay Thai a little bit. I'm sure he will touch on that again. It is sometimes, for those who are uninitiated, counterintuitive to what you might expect from MMA scoring, but it is important to remember the hierarchy that he mentioned. So when you watch for the scorecard, the decision right now, really consider those knees and how they played into it, as the judges most likely will.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. In kind of Western audiences who aren't as familiar with Muay Thai, over here, everybody thinks of boxing, MMA, punches, punches, punches. But in Thailand and Muay Thai, punches count the least. The knees, the elbows, obviously we're not throwing elbows tonight, and the kicks to the body, those count very high in Thai scoring. So you see guys kind of just using their hands to set up those strikes. And then obviously if you want to knock somebody out, then it's usually going to be the hands that are going to lead to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two warriors. After 3 hard-fought rounds of action, we go to the judges for a decision. With scores of 29-28 across the board, your winner by unanimous decision, Jay the Lone Wolf Rivera!
Well, with the 29-28, it looks like that close first round most likely did go to Santiago, but the other